welcome once again to another episode of Gacha Rock Roll.
Yay!
Yes, hello and an ad astra abasosk to you all, fellas. Today was quite an eventful day actually. So you probably know what we're gonna be talking about because it's the title of the episode.
Yeah. But if you don't read the title, then
Yes. Today we'll be discussing all the information we got from the latest Genshin Impact 2.1 stream,
yeah,
which was about 2 days ago. 2 days ago?
Yeah. Yes.
2 days ago, or was it last night?
20th.
2 days ago. Yes.
2 days ago.
Today is quite an eventful day. It was also SummerSlam. It was Pacquiao's fight. A lot of stuff going on today.
Lots of stuff went on.
Yes. But today we will be talking all about Genshin Impact 2.1, and like the voice actors in the stream warned you, we will provide you with a warning as well. If you, the listener, yes you, right now, if you have not finished the story of Inazuma up to this point, pause the stream, pause the podcast.
Go play the story, then come back.
Yes, come back. Because you will be spoiled.
Yeah.
A lot.
There's a lot of stuff. Go finish your story, then come back later.
Much later. Got it?
Yes. Hopefully you listen to that.
Yes. Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's talk about the stream in general, which was late by an hour.
Yes.
What's up with that?
That was... I don't know either, but then it was quite...
Yeah. Also something else, I saw a tweet from Zach Aguilar.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was that...
they had some issue or something.
Yeah. I don't know if some people were angry at the voice actors. Maybe because... My best guess is they assume that it's because of the voice actors that the stream was late.
Yeah, I don't know. I won't say like it's their fault.
No,
It's probably the people controlling the account, because remember that the voice actors are just the ones that are hosting the stream. It's not them actually controlling like the Twitch.
Speaking of, with the Twitch streams, are those live? Or are those pre-recorded?
I think it's live, because like there was an issue during the stream where one of the voice actors' screen kind of just froze for a good bit.
Oh. I always thought they were pre-recorded. Especially like when they were still like, chibi character versions of themselves. Like the Chinese ones.
Yeah, I guess.
So I guess the format for future streams will be, if it's a new region, it'll be the Chinese folks, the developers. Excuse me.
Yeah, there's something around that, I guess.
And then for like 2.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on, it'll be the voice actors.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah, I mean, my initial thought was, maybe one of the voice actors were having problems with their Wi-Fi or problems with their Zoom. That's why they had to delay it.
I don't think it was that.
I don't know.
It's
like,
something else.
That, as a difference maker, that seems to be the best possible explanation. Only because like the Chinese stream went on time.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't
it's
know.
probably
Could
like
be anything.
the guys managing the thing.
Yeah.
There's probably an issue.
Yeah, it could be anything though. So don't throw hate at the voice actors.
It's not their fault.
Yeah, blame Mihoyo or whoever was
blame
managing.
Mihoyo.
Blame the intern.
Blame intern Kun.
Whoever that was.
We always blame intern.
Otherwise, it's discouraging because they're people who read a script. They don't control the stream. Well, maybe their stream, but I mean, come on. Be reasonable.
Be reasonable. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not them having the problems.
Yeah. So aside from the stream being late, overall, how was it for you? Because I mean, to be fair, people who never saw leaks, I'm sure would have been really excited to see that stuff. And I mean, that's how we're supposed to be viewing these things.
Well, I mean, like unlike normal people.
You and I, we're in the know.
Okay. Yeah, that stream was the exciting for those people who haven't played
leaks.
gacha games before.
Yeah, they haven't played gacha. Like they don't know about leaks and things like that.
I gotta say that was for catered towards the more like people who play console games a lot more or PC games a lot more. Like, but for us, the mobile the mobile people, who play already gacha games and are experienced with this stuff, like I think it's kind of expected that we'll get like leaks or something, right?
Yeah, although you don't see much leaks in like the other gacha games we play anyway. Like well, most of the gacha games you and I play are years behind.
Yeah,
where they are.
And the good part about that is that we basically can see the future.
Yeah, the only other gacha game I play that's sabay with their time is Epic 7 because they're all in the same time.
They're all following the same
time.
Yeah.
That has its advantages, disadvantages. I understand the Japanese people's pain.
Yeah.
When
like,
they can't
consecutively
who comes out.
They're like nice characters that come out and then you just don't know what to do anymore.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Man, that's rough. But I think it isn't fair to judge a stream on the assumption that they think we don't know about leaks.
Yeah, but
overall, what did you think of it? Try your best to like keep
like
those sort of biases out of.
No, of course, I'm not like being biased towards the stuff that I already know that they announced in the stream. Like I just I enjoyed how they presented it to us.
Yeah,
especially the fish. The fish claymore.
The voice actors had as much fun with it as we did.
Yeah, when I first found out, I was ecstatic the fish claymore, and that claymore is better.
Does it actually do damage? It's not a joke weapon.
It's not. Yes, it's a joke weapon, but it's a good joke weapon. If you ask me, it's definitely better than the craftable claymore from like the prototype craftable claymore. It's better. It's a better version.
I see.
It's better if you just roll with that. Like, trust me, the fish is the way to do things. It's really the fish, and it's free refinement 5, and that's definitely better.
Yeah. And overall, like, if I was to look at it as a stream from a person who didn't know anything about leaks, I'd say it was a good stream. The trailer was very very dope. I must say, it was a dope trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from that, new information. The new information was really presented well. I understand that they read a script, but the banter of the voice actors is so forced.
Yeah, I don't want.
I know they're probably friends in real life, especially through Genshin or otherwise.
It's a bit cringy though. Like I get cringe every time I see them do that.
For example,
if you watch one of like Zach's streams, like Zach Aguilar, when he's actually streaming with the other voice actors,
he's nothing like that.
No, he is like that. It's just that it's a lot nicer to watch them. It's more enjoyable.
Natural.
Yeah, because like especially when they're playing like Among Us or something, like it's funny because they swear at each other and whatnot. But that's it was a bit forced, yeah.
But prime example I can give, and this is no disrespect to the VAs at all, especially because they probably will never hear this. Like Laura Stahl, the voice of Barbara.
Mm-hmm.
Very talented actress, one of the more established ones I think she's the most her and Zach are the most established ones among that stream. Laura Stahl and Zach Aguilar. She was the only one excited for anything. Like okay, fish aside, everything else, she was, I don't know, kiddie is the way to go? Is that the right word?
I mean, if you were a full-grown adult...
No, I don't think...
I guess it would be kind of weird.
Was she trying to be in character?
I don't know.
Was she trying to be Barbara?
I don't think it was in character. It's more of like she tried to give that kind of excited...
Yeah, I mean, it's a video game. It's for kids, I get that. But like... I don't know. There's a time where the banter is obviously fake and there's times where it's not. And the very few times that it's not, it's precious.
You can kind of tell, yeah.
Yeah, like, there's excited and then there's that.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
So, I don't know.
I mean...
I hope they at least, like, tone it down, maybe, is all I want to say on that. Other than that, those are really my only complaints about streams. Actually, the whole voice actor banter thing's been a complaint of mine for a while. Like, it's so scripted.
Yeah, I guess it is kind of scripted, but
Yeah. Apart from that, I liked the stream. I actually did. Like, it wasn't the best one, but I certainly did like it. I want to find a way also to learn how to still be hyped for things even if they're leaked.
I mean, I'm still hyped for these things. I'm so excited to swing. Yes, like
Okay. Besides the fish, what had you hyped?
Like I wanna see how hard fishing is.
Oh.
Cause the fishing you don't normally see that.
Right. We're getting into the
what was
information of the
already in the
stream.
stream. But
generally,
I like the fishing thing.
Yeah.
I think that's fun, and their fishing system's kind of like Fire Emblem Three Houses fishing system. Where there's a meter and whatnot or something like that. I don't know. I don't know normally fishing in different games.
We'll see.
The best fishing experience I have is Pokemon fishing, which is a lot different.
Oh, it's a nightmare that. Anyway, so yeah, generally the stream was pretty good. 40 days until the next one, roughly.
Yeah.
40 days, it's a month. Next
month. See, you'll definitely hear from us next month.
Oh yeah, if not earlier.
If not earlier.
On the progress of the game.
Yeah, depending on progress. We might do a review from the story.
Yeah.
Because the story will the story will probably finish, and these Genshin podcasts seem to do really well.
Yeah. Oh, one more thing. Yet another shout out to our good friend Carlo, who messaged us after the last episode came out. So yeah, his daughter's friends, they're in Inazuma now. That was quick.
Yeah,
they accelerated very fast.
Yeah, that's good. That's great.
So it seems like our advice worked.
Hopefully
find friends.
Friends.
That's how they got.
It's always good to have friends. Just make sure the friends you have are ones you can actually talk to in real life rather than just online.
Which is exactly the case. And I will say now Genshin is a little still in the beginner friendly territory, but the longer this goes, you're gonna need to make more friends. Is all I'm saying. Or if you're gonna get in, just get in sooner, like what we said last time.
Yeah. Because it takes a lot of effort to get to that, grand level that, a lot of people
imagine players who join when Kanria comes out or when Sneznaya comes out.
Well, they're gonna have to go through a lot.
Oh my god,
that's a lot of work. Definitely. They're gonna...
It's like people starting World of Warcraft, you start World of Warcraft now, you have to go through
the main difference is there's the power spike is so different, I would say. Because if you compare the monsters of Lie to Inazuma, it's so different. The power difficulty is so different. It's like if you didn't, power yourself up enough in Lie, you're not gonna be able to go anywhere in Inazuma. Yeah. It's impossible.
Yeah. Oh, which reminds me, before we get into the nitty-gritty, quick update, folks. I tried punishing Grey Raven after the episode. I understand why people like it, but I don't think I have enough capacity to play any more gacha games. I think I must admit I'm at my limit already.
Well,
that's one thing you guys have to do with gacha games. Do not play too much. I'm learning this the hard way. Granted, I have only a few now, but it's still quite a lot.
Yeah, but that's why when I play gacha games, I'm usually only set to 3 or 4.
Yeah, I'm at 6.
He's at 6.
6 or if not more.
And most of my gacha games are energy based. So a lot of them have dead weeks also. So when one's dead, I have the other one to play.
It's just that with some games they have events at the same time. Arc Knights is having their R6 collab now.
Well, that's why I still play Arc Knights, because you can do the Arc Knights event at the same time as you're doing another game.
Yes. So. This is why you guys need to have an appreciation for auto-playable games.
Yeah.
I would say.
Or auto-clear or complete
complete clear, yes. But anyway, now, with that out of the way, we can begin the nitty-gritty of this here episode of ours today.
Yes.
Or tonight, depending on what time you're listening to this. Hey folks, quick update. So yeah, we were recording this and then I messed up. I tried to show Ryan something because we were talking about the anniversary stuff that they gave us, and yeah, I messed up. So as a result, don't expect this episode to be very long. I apologize to my brother. I apologize to everyone who expected a long episode. Normally our episodes are an hour long.
Yeah.
This is not an hour long. To be fair though, it worked last time. I did this in an FGO episode and it worked.
Yeah, but I think Angkor is really starting to be a nuisance at this point.
Well, yeah, but look, I'll take the blame for this. It was my fault. And we're just recording this as technically backup.
I guess
because if I can find a way to put the original audio back, I will.
Yeah, but I guess we can just summarize what we talked about back then.
Yeah. All right. So to go over very quickly some of the content we spoke about. And I guess I think there are things we can still talk about that we weren't able to a while ago.
Yeah, there are. I was about to go on a rant a while ago.
Yeah, you know what? You can actually use that now. But anyway, so overall,
let's go over the old stuff first.
Yeah, first, Scaramouche, he showed up, and I'm excited to see what they do with him, where he's going. The fact that he's there means that another Fatui is gonna show up after him, and
I assume this is a Sumeru or something.
I assume this is a sort of backstabbing thing because the Fatui hate each other. Well, yeah, they kind of hate each other.
I don't know if they really hate each other. It's more like they don't tolerate each other too much.
Yeah.
Yes, but aside from Scaramouche, we
talked about the Kitsune Saigu theories. The theories that for those of you who don't know from the theories, if you look at the statue of the Seven in Inazuma, look very, very carefully. And I mean really carefully.
Yeah, you gotta look at the face and the hair.
By the way, I didn't ask this to you a while ago. When did people notice that? Because nobody noticed that.
We only noticed it later on because of
the cutscenes.
Because of some of the cutscenes, yes.
Because those were
people started
cutscenes.
putting the puzzle pieces together. That why does the statue look more like Yae Miko
than it does
rather
Bal?
than Bal?
Yeah.
So
we can actually talk about the question that we didn't get to ask. I did get to ask. I did ask, but I wanted to try and reach a conclusion. Like, how recent was the sort of transference of the title?
I don't know if we can really say because apparently Bal has been around for a while already.
Yeah.
She's done a lot.
What is recent to immortal beings is the question.
I don't know, but apparently the cleaving of the Yashiori Island was not too recent, I think, and if the Vision Hunt decree was declared before you arrived in Mondstadt, I'm not sure. We can't really timeline it, I think. That's kind of hard to do. But
yeah, the whole Yae Miko being the original Archon was something I wanted. Not her specifically, but I wanted an instance where the previous Archon could see what the new one was doing, and we're getting that now. Only difference though is that she's not really doing anything about it.
I think she's more of just encouraging change.
Yes, I actually my ideal scenario for that specific situation would have been I want to see the old Archon realize I've made a big mistake. I should not have made this person Archon. I need to take it back. I need to take my power back. That would be interesting.
Maybe that'll happen in Snesnaya.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd be convinced if that happened in Snesnaya.
Who was the Was there an original?
Yes.
Cryo, right?
The Tsaritsa is not the first Cryo Archon.
That sounds interesting now. The original Cryo Archon could be somebody else.
It's definitely someone else, but
why haven't they done anything yet? They need your help. Would be the best thing.
That's the biggest thing, I think. Confrontation.
Yeah.
There's gonna be so many Fatui in that place. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think this is going to be the reverse Avengers, where we're gonna get to not fight all of them at the same time, but we're gonna fight them all. Unless Tartaglia switches sides. I really think he might.
He has the biggest chance to switch sides.
Yeah, more than anybody else.
More than anyone. He
even told you outright in a letter. Well, indirectly via Tuser.
Yeah.
That he's willing to join you.
Yeah, because if you think about it, he still thinks that the Tsaritsa wants to do something for her people, what's best for her people. But
she doesn't.
It doesn't seem like that, because didn't they say that the Tsaritsa has lost her love for the people, and the people have lost their love for her?
Yes.
So, what's the point? He's gonna realize that I'm serving someone I shouldn't even be trying to serve, who cares nothing about their people, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so with this whole Yai Miko thing, plus the fact that she shows up is in what I assume is the boss fight. The second boss fight?
Second boss fight or more just conversation. Because apparently I guess that's her home.
Yeah, what did she say in the trailer? I don't remember. What exactly did she say? When she like sort of whispers something.
Yeah, do you believe that your ambition alone is enough to triumph over I's will?
I's will?
Okay, because apparently it's going around that the Raiden Shogun's real name is
Raiden Mei.
Raiden Mei, yeah. Raiden A. I don't know, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. It's like spelled EI, so...
EI?
Yeah, so perhaps like that was her elemental spirit name before she became known as Baal.
Yeah.
Right?
Who would the woman be that she...
No, that's probably a
like...
form she just made, like, just like Zhongli. Zhongli made a
so
form.
she made the badonkadonks and the...
Yeah.
And
yeah.
What did you say? The most beautiful, elegant...
Like the eternal... perfect.
It's not wrong.
Something like that. He's not wrong. Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that woman.
Yes. So.
What else did we talk
about? Following that,
we talked about Signora.
Signora, yes. Scaramouche was there.
Yeah. The whole
Signora,
fire.
She has a fire delusion, pyro delusion. I don't think her boss fight will be that hard. Doesn't look that hard. She is another weekly boss.
So please reduce the cost.
Yes, I just hope in the future they just remove the cost, because like it's not something we can farm anyway, and we have other stuff to do. People like I think resin.
Yeah, like, and I think I mentioned a while ago. I think the best thing to do is make one of them free.
I think just make all of them free, but
maybe we can. I don't know. Like I think it still makes sense to not make it free, but or maybe one of them. And then the rest should be reduced cost like it is now.
Maybe.
Because you're gonna add one or two weekly
at
bosses.
least one or two per...
Like what? I think two... It seems to have
area.
two bosses per region. You have Ajdaha and Child.
You have
Dvalin and Andreas.
Yeah. And you have... Now
you
we have Signora
La Signora and whoever.
And probably somebody in the Dragon King Palace, whatever thing.
Yes. Speaking of bosses, we also spoke about the Hydro Hypostasis for the Kokomi fans. That's where you should go.
Yeah. That thing is on Watatsumi Island, fittingly enough. Something
else I didn't mention a while ago, which I should have. How do you fight it exactly? Because I have trouble with the Pyro one. I don't need to fight it because I don't have Yoimiya.
Yeah, you're lucky.
But how do you fight a hypostasis? Are you supposed to use elemental damage?
It's better if you do. Most of the time, it's really much better.
Okay, so it's a problem for me because Eula is physical.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Because like
hypostasis
are very reaction weak too, and I feel.
Oh yeah, because like I guess the electro hypostasis I use overload.
If you're like Tonito or something, or like you have really good builds, yes, you can one-shot bosses with physical damage, but it's gonna take you significantly longer if you don't use your reactions and you don't have like those fantastic artifacts or anything. It's gonna take you longer, so I strongly suggest using reactions, elemental stuff.
Alright. And speaking of that, besides builds, we're getting a fish as a weapon.
Yeah, the fish.
The fish weapon, which according to Ryan is better than the prototype archaic.
Yes, I believe it is because it fits more. I would think, it allows you to boost your burst more, especially those burst heavy claymore users.
Which is a lot of them.
A lot of them are burst heavy or use their burst often at least. D-Look uses it very often, so I'm planning to use the fish there. It's a free R5, so it's much easier to.
Which means you can give the prototype archaic to somebody else.
Yes, which is pretty good. I quite like that.
To who though?
I'm gonna pass mine to Beidou. So
yeah, I would. My normal answer would have been, aesthetically it looks like that's her weapon anyway.
Yes.
Which is interesting. Would it work on her?
Yeah, I mean it's just a general.
You have Beidou, like
it's just a general attack damage % weapon. Yeah, the side effects just okay.
Yeah. Aside from that, we also had what did we talk about? The Electro Oceanin now.
Yes, That one's just
You
sad.
guys who want Ball, you better pull yourselves together
Yeah,
and
we
fight
have to
that
beat
thing.
we have to beat the absolute crap out of that thing.
And I don't know. I hope it's not a electro construct.
I don't think
Stuff.
it is. It looks like it floats closer to the ground, so at least
So
we
you
get to
actually
beat the
fight the
crap
thing
out
itself.
of it. I just hope it doesn't have like those I'm invincible until I finish my attack type of moves.
Oh,
I hate those.
I hate those.
I hate it when bosses have those kinds of things and really short openings. Like that's why I dislike the pyro hypostasis so much. Like, how long is your opening? By the time you use, like, okay, for example, you're playing as Mona and you have Rosaria. By the time you put down Mona's ult and switch to Rosaria, your uptime is over. When you try to detonate the omen thing of the ult on the hypostasis, sure you can get that, but you're not gonna be able to hit it with Rosaria. Literally just one animation of a 5-star ult and then you're done.
Yep.
Like, it's what the hell,
Yeah.
Mihoyo? Come on.
And speaking of the fish, we're also getting a fishing system.
Yes, I think that's more aesthetic and
Yeah.
achievement related. We
You
do
know-
get a
you know,
mini event. For
I did
that.
get memes suggesting a video game's good when it has a fishing system now.
That's true. A lot of good video games have fishing systems.
And a very very and a take I heard which is actually very wrong. No offense to those of you who think this. Do not say a fishing system makes Genshin more like Breath of the Wild, because you can't fish in Breath of the Wild. You just grab the fish.
Genshin has that advantage. We can actually use a fishing rod. Link has to swim
He has
for
to
those
swim.
fish.
He has to make them explode.
He has to use bombs.
He has to be clean.
We actually we can just walk. If you can be Jesus as Kokomi and just walk on the water and pick up fish.
Oh, you know what? That's what we didn't talk about in the other audio we did. The actual characters, Kokomi and Ball. Granted, we already know about
Granted,
Kokomi
we
and Ball.
kind of know about it. Like if you listen to our last
Oh.
Genshin,
Kokomi, Ball, and Sarah.
yeah,
Sarah,
if-
not Sarah.
Sarah. Like if you listen to our last episode, you
No,
probably
last episode.
last episode, yeah, you probably heard already about like what they can do and what their kind of shtick is. If you're not, you can always watch the
Watch the stream again.
watch the stream. Go watch the Genshin 2.1
And
stream.
give them views.
Yeah.
Also, aside from the characters, we did talk about.
Moonchase Festival.
Yes, Kaching's
Yeah,
getting a story.
Kaching
So is Xiangling.
Yeah. Well, not
with
really
Ning.
Xiangling. I think it's more of just they're heavily involved in the main story. I hope Kaching
Of the
has
festival?
of the festival. Yeah. I don't know if it's actually a story quest for
Oh.
Kaching. So
Did the stream cause the rumors of Ganyu's costume to die?
I think so.
Because people say, oh, Ganyu's gonna be in the middle. because
I'll get to that later. I'll continue my rant about that. That's definitely included. I'll continue that later. Let's move on first.
Yes. Aside from Moonchase, I had the discussion with my friends. Maybe Ningguang knows about Morax, Zhongli.
I have a feeling she does because she knows a lot.
She knows a lot of things. She's the richest woman in all of Tibet.
Yeah. Well, she just lost her entire house, but then
She can make another one.
Yeah, sure. But
She raised it from the ground.
sure, whatever.
You'd think it's still so hard looking back. It's so hard to look. You show a person who doesn't play Genshin Ningguang.
Mm-hmm.
It's safe to assume they'll think she's a 5-star.
Yeah, but she's not.
She's not.
She's a 4-star.
Her secretary is the 5-star.
Her secretary, yeah.
Is Kaching under her or no?
Yeah, the Tianquan is the leader. Kaching is
Her
her.
Kaching is also a 5-star.
Like it's a board member.
It's
Kaching is a 5-star.
Like, you got the CEO, who's the 4-star.
You got
the
the
board of
and then
directors.
you got the COO.
You got the COO,
who is a 5-star.
and the secretary, the
And
corporate
the
secretary.
corporate secretary is a freaking
Yeah,
5-star.
the immortal
too.
corporate secretary, I might add.
Yeah. So
Which did tie back as well into our whole Yei Miko thing. What did Ball... Oh right, before
Ball
we jump to
lost
that,
something,
before we jump to that,
apparently Ball lost something when
before we jump to that, Moon Chase. So we have Kaching, Xin Yen once again ignored.
like usual.
That will be a day of celebration. I feel.
I think people will celebrate the
when she
moment
shows
that
up.
Sun Yan
It's
gets...
just that there's
she
all that whole racism thing with
she
Xin
doesn't,
Yen.
and
That
the problem
doesn't-
is she doesn't fit anywhere
Yeah.
in like any story.
Yeah.
She just doesn't fit. Like the best she got was being
you know
phased
what?
over in the cutscene for Lantern, right? Just her in the background
Why
doing
was she
some
there?
Exactly. You didn't even remember. You don't even remember.
Was she there? I didn't
If
see
you
her.
look at the trailer cutscene
She
for
was
Lantern,
there?
right? She's in the background doing some music thing. People forget she's there. You see how
come on.
insignificant she is.
Like I
That was
thought
the
so
best
at
she
first.
got.
Like I've completely changed my mind about Xin Yen. I am building her right now only because she helps Yula a lot.
Yeah, but unfortunately, everything else she can't really do well.
Yeah,
so-
she's perfect with Yula.
Yeah, but then
But that's
you
it.
know, that's
That's it.
it. And Sinyan doesn't get any love. Noel got a lot of love.
She got 2 hangouts.
2 hangouts repeatedly, one after
Yeah.
the other.
And anyway, so we got our Moon Chase Festival. We got storylines. Let's talk about something that the VA said. The whole, as we did mention a while ago, Ball lost something. We think she lost someone. Is the thing.
So part of me wants to see that. Part of me doesn't
Yeah.
want to see that.
It's racking in my brain. They said if you paid attention to the clues, and here I am. What
know.
clues?
I don't know either. Like,
If anything, there were more clues
I've
to
basically
Kitsuna
done-
Saigu being Yaemiko. Right?
yeah. Like, and I've basically done everything in Inazuma that you can possibly do that
Yeah.
is like not event related.
Yeah.
I've basically done everything. And what the heck? What are you talking about? Like, what clues that she lost something? Did she lose a part of herself or something?
Where was it established that she lost something? Is my question.
Just I don't know either. It apparently just during that stream, during that teaser cutscene.
It came from that?
When she cut Yashori Island in half, she lost something in the Vision Hunt.
Yashori Island, guys, is the one with the
Muso
lightning.
Jin Gorge.
Where is that?
Near Higi Village.
I'm sorry. I'm not
Statue
familiar
of the
with
Seven on the third
Yeah.
island.
Yes.
There's a big gorge where
Where
there's
the
like,
giant floating thing is.
no.
Where you
no,
have to meet Savior. And you
No,
have
no,
to-
no. That's Tataratsuno.
Oh.
Musojin Gorge is that big gorge place that makes you have Bale Thunder.
Ah,
You know the place where there's like the water is electro also.
that's why it's
a gorge.
thunder there. She freaking.
She cut the island in
Ah,
half, if you're wondering.
It's her fault.
Oh, we don't know why.
You know, just to be fair, can she be immune to that place?
I mean, she's immune to electro charge.
But that's in fighting. That's in battle.
Yeah.
Can she be immune to that place?
I don't know.
Please?
For some reason, like think about it like this. Venti is not immune to Anemo damage. Zhongli is not immune to Geo damage.
Oh yeah, but they don't have. But they don't have reactions. Crystallize, crystallize, swirl.
swirl.
This is a different thing.
I
This is
think,
a-
I think you get the point.
Yeah. So I think for me personally, it's that Bal. My theory going forward is, as Ryan suggested, Bal used to have a real name, AI, whatever her
A.
name is,
Yeah.
before she became the Archon.
Known as
Before
Baal.
I
and the
think-
Raiden Shogun.
they got a vision straight from Yaemiko / Kitsune Saigu herself. I think because they know each other, they've met in person. I assume,
Yeah.
being old friends, they must have met her, and it must have been a super special. It would be a special.
Something
it's like
special.
receiving a rosary from the Pope.
I guess.
That's a special
yeah.
thing.
I think it's not receiving a rosary from the Pope. It's the Pope coming to your house and giving you a rosary.
Yes, yes, it's like that. You'd want that thing to be powered up. Like imagine if they get it and it
Yeah,
doesn't
but
work.
either way, the point is that like it's something special.
Wait, no,
and
that
it's
doesn't
been-
work. That doesn't work. You said Bal lost something when she slashed.
When she cut the island in half,
She must have been the
lost
Archon at
something.
that point already, though.
She was.
Oh, wait, no, that can still hold up.
Basta something changed drastically in her that caused her
which
to be
caused her,
different.
and this causes her to want the Vision Hunt decree, which you might have suggested is used to bring the friend back.
Maybe like she killed a friend by accident and she wants to use the ambition and power of all these visions to try and bring him/her back.
Yeah, and we did have the question of how recent was the transference of the title.
I don't think it's super recent.
Yeah, it's like, what is recent to an immortal being anyway?
Exactly.
What else did we cover? We covered the bosses,
the fishing, the fish.
I still find it funny. It's so funny.
A fish.
We
Luxurious
need an
sea
umbrella
lord.
next. We need an umbrella next, please. There's an umbrella in
What? What? Kingdom Hearts or something?
in
I know there's a lot of joke
Sumeru,
weapons
the one
in
after
Kingdom
Sumeru.
Hearts.
I blacked out. What's the name of France? In
Fontaine.
Fontaine. Thank you. Oh, tell our listeners about your mafia idea.
Oh yeah, well I mean I'd like to think that there's gonna be like some kind of mafia thing. There's gonna be like a Godfather in Fontaine, like the underground.
Yeah,
because it's like some noir kind of French steampunk area.
Yeah.
I think that's what I like to think.
Yeah.
And then
Because you were speculating that the Electro Formation, is that its real name? Manifestation was the spy Oceanid
in Inazuma, and
Yeah.
it was corrupted by that electro thing, so it became an electro thingy.
and
now.
they follow the old Archon.
Yeah, and they don't like the new Archon.
So they all left, right?
Yeah, and now that I think
The fact that they're still there must mean that
'cause
they still work for somebody. In this case, probably the old.
they don't
Archon.
work for anybody. They kind of confirmed that in the Endora thing.
Of course.
They're kind of rogue
Their
now.
own thing now.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking is like there's like a Godfather
How you doing? Yeah.
yeah, like he's controlling the underground of Fontaine and using legal loopholes to stay afloat. And like the God of Justice can't do anything because those are the laws that the God of Justice made herself.
She can't break her own laws.
Exactly.
That's
and she can't what you call it.
She can't
berate her own subjects about not following her own laws because they're technically following her own law.
Oh my god, that's.
So I think that would be really cool.
I'm still hoping when we get there that you bring Yenfei with you, or that Yenfei comes with you.
I mean, unless they have a cell phone.
Like Paimon gets stolen. Right?
Paimon's gonna get stolen, like a toll fee. Yeah, there's a fee.
As you said, they like research. I think they mentioned. I think there's a quest in Inazuma that talks about this guy who tells this girl, who tells this boy stories about places they've been to.
Yeah.
And apparently Inazuma, Fontaine has flying cars.
I think that's an exaggeration.
True. But I wouldn't put it past them.
I'd like to think that it's more like a cable car.
Yeah, because if people can fly...
I think they have cable cars.
Cable cars, yeah.
If they have flying cars, I'll just be confused. But then,
yeah, like my vision of Fontaine is Republic City from Legend of Korra.
From Legend of Korra.
They're modern. Their cars are like the old school cars.
Yeah, but they have stuff.
But they have
too.
steam engine, steampunkish.
That's what I was thinking also, because it's kind of noir, so kind of like Industrial Revolution type of place.
Yeah.
It would make so much sense because it's also France.
Yeah.
Industrial Revolution. Hello.
But anyway, after that we did talk about so Bal lost something in that island. So that island?
Yes.
In that specific island, Yashiori
I don't know
Island.
if after that or she lost something, but
she lost something there.
What that is, we couldn't tell, but
who that is, we don't know either.
Who it could have.
I still think it's a who. It makes more sense to me that a being that is now immortal would want to be.
Yeah. Oh, and we definitely will see some story snippets.
We're getting
we're gonna have a trailer for her before 2.1
yeah,
comes
and we're
out.
getting story quests of them, right?
Yes, you have
her and Kokomi.
Her and Kokomi, and yes, you will have to complete the story first.
What?
Obviously.
Kokomi
wait. Maybe not, but Bal, yes, you will definitely. 100% you have to complete the story first. It would not make sense otherwise.
Yeah. How are they gonna order this then? Are they gonna make you do the stories of Bal and Kokomi then the main, like what they did last time?
Okay, definitely it's main first, because it wouldn't make sense if Bal had a story quest and she wants to kill you.
Unless the story quest is that she wants to kill you.
No, that's not gonna happen. It's definitely gonna happen after.
No, the story quests are usually where you get to try them out.
Exactly.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, that's what we're gonna get.
Man. So 2.1 overall, good stuff, content all around. Mimi, yes. I have a reason to go to my Serenity Pot more now.
I think you've always had a reason.
I know, but like, I don't want to think about designing.
Then don't
place.
think about designing it. Just put a bunch of random stuff everywhere.
I know, that's what I'm gonna do now.
There are a lot of people who just put whatever on the amount of random islands that they have, just so they can get the rewards. The only thing you really organize there is
the
your
inside.
farming thing.
Yeah, and the inside. Like,
And
I honestly designed the inside of the house.
I don't care if you design it or not. Like, I design mine because I don't want it to look ugly when I get into the place. Like, I go there every day to claim the stuff. I don't want it to look like a freaking ugly, weird-ass random thing.
But anyway, where were we at? Is there something we forgot? Oh, we talked about the concert.
They are gonna have like a concert.
I do
for
like...
Genshin.
You know, we just saw
nice.
that orchestra in the Olympics.
That was nice, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about the Olympics that much because I'm so disappointed.
Yeah, the Olympics was sad.
Congratulations to the medal winners, of course. I'm disappointed at the lack of anime. You know, COVID changed everything.
Or lack of stuff that makes Japan.
Yeah, one thing.
You had
one anime thing.
You had
maybe two.
One or two anime stuff, a few game songs. But
no, the game songs were the best thing.
Yes,
and
but that's
a lot of the anime stuff were in the sports themselves.
It's sad.
But yeah, you know, we saw that orchestra in the Olympics. We're seeing them again in Genshin. That speaks volumes to me. Yeah. That speaks volumes a lot. And I'm really happy to see that, you know, they can have concerts. Like, Kingdom Hearts has concerts. Final Fantasy has concerts. But those are like... I heard there's this whole video game music is not real music crap argument.
Who the hell said that?
I don't know. This is like people saying comic book movies don't deserve to be in the Oscars.
That doesn't make sense. It's still a movie.
It's a movie.
Like, that's a...
Robert Downey Jr., whether he's playing Iron Man or some kid, some guy, if he's doing a good acting job, deserves a reward.
Yes.
If a musical soundtrack sounds good, regardless of what it's in, it's a good musical piece.
It's not about where it's from. It's about what kind of sounds you can create or what kind of music, what kind of vibe you're trying to give.
Yes, you got me ranting now. Okay. Alright. Concert's good. I'm glad to see people get to be together and we get to watch it.
Yeah.
I would like to listen to orchestra
I'm pretty sure
songs.
we can.
It's very nice.
Sure we can.
Oh, I quit the stream before it ended. What did you think of the... Did you quit the stream before when the people
I
were
watched
talking about
the entire thing.
Was there an extra code? Did I miss anything?
No, that was everything.
Because you know, like the people were saying,
the usual Genshin 300 gems for the stream.
Oh no, I was talking about the whole people saying, oh, you know, I discovered Genshin Impact. I mean, it's nice to see that.
Okay, it's nice to see that people are brought together by the game, especially in pandemic. That was heartwarming.
Hey, Mihoyo, we're available.
Yes, we are. Please.
We can submit something. We can.
Yeah.
For the next one.
Maybe if we get a bigger backing in our podcast, maybe we can apply for the creator program in Mihoyo.
We need to be streamers to do that.
No, it's just content related to Genshin. As long as you, because like you need to have a certain following already, and you need to have like a certain amount.
We're not exclusive Genshin as well.
We're not exclusive Genshin either, but like. Yeah, I think they also ask for like a certain amount of thing for a week. You know, they have to have like one episode or something for, and like come on people, you can fund their gacha funds.
Yes.
Like,
right. Now
if we actually like I wouldn't mind doing live streams on Twitch of just us playing games.
We need to have equipment though.
Not necessarily. It's pretty easy to do that. You just need a computer and you attach it to like a device or something. Yeah, you can just mirror it or something.
I suppose that works. Right.
Hopefully.
Now, folks, we've been delaying it long enough and Ryan got interrupted because I screwed up in the audio.
Yeah.
But maybe he's cooled down. I don't know.
I have not cooled down.
Okay. Let's talk about the fact
that this is the Genshin's first anniversary. And to be frank,
it's the worst.
It is the worst gacha game anniversary I have ever experienced.
Okay.
And I've done a lot of gacha games. Yeah. I'm telling you from experience.
Yeah. So let's start with the ironic thing. FGO, the most merciless gacha game.
The most merciless gacha game gives more than this.
Yeah, FGO has a 5-star selector. It does not.
Okay. Let's even go back to like the first anniversary of FGO, alright?
Who was the first anniversary servant of it?
The first anniversary servant? I don't even know.
Was it Gil?
I think it might have been Gil.
Gilgamesh?
Or Skahak or something.
One of them.
I don't even know. I don't even care. But they always release a new character. Yes.
They give you stuff.
They give us free stuff. Yes. And they have commemorative CE, memorial quest, and so on. They have a lot of stuff. You look at Arknights. They just had a few anniversaries ago, and they always give us like a random every day.
The ang pao thing.
You get to free select some free random for you. You get a login event.
Limited
you get
character.
free temples. You get a new banner with new characters. Sure, they're limited, but then most of Arknight's characters aren't limited.
Yeah. And most of the best ones aren't.
You get an event. You get resource. All the resources are open every single day during the duration.
Yeah, like even the other games that only I play, like
Epic 7.
Epic 7, they give like a week, 7-day login stuff that gives you it gives you gold, it gives you bookmarks, it gives you mystic bookmarks, it gives you a 5-star ticket now.
Yeah.
Even like I also play Princess Connect. It has not had its anniversary yet.
Like
In NA. I know what it is though. That's pretty good.
Nice.
It's not that great. Like I'm into this game and I wish there was more. But I like it, what it is now. This?
okay, like what the hell? Like MiHoYo, like 10 pulls. 10 intertwined fates. That's your big, this
Yes.
is our anniversary reward.
Yes.
We got that during Lantern, right? How can you say that this is the anniversary? No, it's just another Leah event.
Okay. Hold on.
Like what the hell?
Yeah, hold on now. I'm not gonna do what I did a while ago that screwed up our audio, but so I'm gonna put my hands behind my back just to make sure. I heard from my friends because the stream was late.
Yeah, but
there was something there. It said we would get like 23 pulls, so they would give us like 10 fates. I think they were giving us like a lot of primo gems. Is the thing. I don't know.
Okay.
I can show you the picture later to confirm or deny if it's true. I don't know because I didn't see this in the regular. Is this a China server only thing? If so, that's actually a really bad idea.
Yes, it is a very bad idea. But like, okay,
But let's stick to what we
from
know
what
now.
I know, the only stuff
10.
that's exclusive to the China server is that they have a live event or something.
Okay.
Like in like Shanghai, they're gonna have like this big event for like Genshin Fest. Kind of how like, you know how like FGO has FGO Fest.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna have like a Genshin Fest, and they have like a studio designed like Leah Harbor or something like that.
Yes.
But that's not the point. Okay.
Here we
That's
go.
not the point. MiHoYo is giving us, wow, 10 intertwined fates. We got that before. How can you say this is your big 1-year anniversary where people have stuck with this game, this fledgling gacha game for 1 year, and you don't give us anything?
Not only
like-
that, like Genshin
This is supposed to be...
has broken the mainstream. I think it's
Yeah,
safe
like,
to say
Genshin isn't like...
it's beaten out other gacha games in popularity, and it's not even a year
Like-
old yet.
Okay, definitely it's one of the more popular gacha games out there. Like,
Today, I think it's the most.
it is definitely the most popular gacha game out there because it's the only game that stands out there, but the first thing people think is not gacha. It's actually
Breath of the Wild.
like an MMO. They think MMO rather than gacha. You
And it's
have
both.
so much fans. You have so many fans. You know how many people came to your NA stream? Do you know how many? You had over 300,000 people on Twitch. You were like the number one.
And that was delayed pa.
And it was delayed. People in the Asian countries stayed up until 12 a.m. to watch the entire thing. And what do you give us? 10 intertwined fates.
Oh.
I'm not mad that you give us that. But why is that it?
Yeah,
Like seriously, okay. Assuming you're starting
The other
Moonchase Festival
Yeah.
later in the update, nobody who's rolling for ball is gonna get any of those primo gems. Any of it. All of it's gonna be delayed. And we're just gonna be stuck with whatever you have, whatever you give us. And it's gonna be nothing.
Are we not even getting like books, Mora?
No, all of that's just based on events.
Really?
That's just what they usually do. Yes, let's give you event, This is anniversary. And all you can do is throw a login event at us? How
Like,
disappointing is that?
I've often said and campaigned, I wish I don't know if, okay, do you remember that old thing that old 7-day campaign thing that they used to do?
Yes.
That should be permanent. I've always
I
campaigned
still
for that to be permanent.
I still think it should be permanent. Like, you have gacha games that are hard to get
I don't think
materials.
there is a
alright?
gacha game out there that doesn't have a daily login. The web thing doesn't
Genshin's
count.
daily login is like the worst daily login I've ever had.
Like, the Genshin one doesn't count. You don't have the...
You don't have in-game. Genshin, please move your daily login to in-game, please. Lord,
People
we
forget-
don't need to go to the website every single day just to press one button. Why can't
and
you
also, some people don't know it exists.
Some people forget they're wasting 60 primo gems.
Yeah, like for me, I didn't know there was an interactive map in Hoyolab.
Yeah,
Until recent, I didn't know that was like a fan-made thing. That was official.
well, I mean, it's made by the fans.
Yeah,
the fans are the ones updating it.
Like,
But
to me, that's the most official it can get.
I need to take a sip of water.
Okay, go ahead.
Like-
I didn't know it was a thing. So, and web events, logins, those are things you can just forget about. And people do. They forget about these things almost all the time.
But Mihoyo, why on earth do you have nothing, absolutely nothing, for your first year anniversary? Every gacha game's first year anniversary is something big. It's something to be celebrated, that we have gone this far in our first year, and because of all of you, we have gone this far. And you can't so much as give us a 4-star selector.
Yeah, didn't they do that last time?
Yeah, they did that with the Lantern Rite. You did that with Lantern Rite. I can go so far to say that Lantern Rite is better than your anniversary, and that says a lot. Your side event that was not related to the main story, that's just supposed to be something that delays us and gets us closer to like the environment of the world, that was really early in the updates, is better than your freaking first anniversary. What the hell? Like, not even a 4-star selector. Like, at least the one in the freaking Lantern Rite was like, okay, it's a 4-star selector, but it's only Leah. Sure, at least it's a 4-star selector. We got nothing. Absolutely nothing. I am actively banging the stuff on my chair right now. Like, how many events are we gonna get by the time Bal comes out? 1? 2? And if you don't even think about just saying, for the entirety of our anniversary, we're gonna have half resin cost. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Like your rewards so far, like, what are you thinking? Are you joking? Like, okay, you know the last event you just released? The event you just released.
Mechanicals?
No, not Theater Mechanic. You know the fighting event? The one where there's like Phantom Flow.
Yeah.
You give us a challenge hard mode. Yeah, there's a challenge mode that has harder enemies and difficult challenge. What's the reward? 4 Mystic Enhancement Ore. Now, tell me, is there a person out there in the whole place of Genshin that is not like a beginner who actually needs that? Like,
Yeah.
I can almost
Can't you
100%
make that-
say that anyone who's played this game for at least like
A month.
a month has over 100 of those stupid stones that we barely need.
You can get them from
And you give us
expeditions
4?
You can get them from expeditions indirectly.
Yes, you can craft it in the freaking blacksmith. Challenge quest? 4 Mystic Enhancement Ores. How convenient that's we have to try. So I just didn't bother. Why would I try wasting my time?
Wait, you don't even get primo gems from this?
You get primo gems from doing the earlier stages, the
Oh, then that's the
easier
only
one.
stages you do.
Exactly. Why would you bother giving us a challenge mode if there's not even a worth reward? Like, there's so many problems. Like, you're way too greedy. Okay? I get it that people want to earn money.
Oh,
I
yeah,
get
absolutely.
it that people have experienced hell. You know, FGO is hell with gacha.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
at least they give stuff during their anniversary that helps F2EP players. Alright?
Yes.
You
Agreed.
are bordering on too much greed. You know, Arknights is basically the most F2P.
We've said this before, yeah.
It's basically the most F2P gacha game. And
Yes.
people complained when they released another limited character. People complained. There's a reason why they're doing that. They need money to keep going, people.
Not only that, there's no reason to complain. Why
would you complain?
They don't release limited characters that often.
Majority of the meta characters are not even limited.
Yeah.
Surtur, Mudrock, AF Yala, Silver Ash, all of them you can get them in the standard pull rotation.
If you're lucky, yeah. But even then, there's always a chance to get them.
And
it's not impossible.
Genshin
getting somebody like Nien, getting somebody like
yes,
Dust,
but then like
that's hard.
do you really need
You don't
them?
need them.
You don't need them.
They're good,
Chen the
but-
Holongday, you don't need her. Skadi Alter, you don't need her.
You want her,
You want
but
her,
that's
yeah.
it. That's
You don't need
what
her.
they want you to do.
And then Genshin, oh my god, like what the hell are you doing? Like, not even so much as like an artifact selector, an artifact
I don't know,
reroller.
that sounds kind of lame.
Or like
reroller, yes. Selector. Wait, no.
Sure, we
Aren't they doing
already
that
have
now?
a box.
No,
but
aren't they doing that whole thing?
we have the strong box, yeah.
With the alchemist.
Yeah, the
thing.
strong box.
Oh yeah.
Where you can trade in. You can
Trading
trade.
crap artifacts
You can
for other
trade in
crap artifacts.
10 poop for 5 poop.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mihoyo.
Crap artifact for other crap artifacts.
Like-
Yeah.
Primo gems. The amount of primo gems that you probably get by the start of the update is like less than 20 pulls.
Really?
Yes. Less than 20, I'm almost guaranteed.
All right.
By the time Baal's banner ends, you won't get everything from all the primo gems. You won't get everything. And then now you can't play Baal for the rest until the rerun happens, which is gonna be like next year somewhere. Because based on leaks, no, we have Albedo in December. Why? But
I thought we had Hu Tao in December.
Hu
Spoilers,
Tao-
folks.
The December's update will have Hu Tao first banner, Albedo second
Yeah.
banner. So everyone's
Yeah,
skipping Albedo as obviously.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So
let's
if
go back to the point though.
Oh no. Okay. You mentioned something about Ganyu because I said there were rumors during Moon
Oh,
Chase
yeah,
Ganyu would show up. She
if
would have a
you're-
costume.
if
She would have a
you're-
rerun. These
Yes.
rumors have been stumped out. Ganyu's not coming this update.
Okay, now we know they can make skins now, right? We know they can make skins, and they can
Yeah.
make damn well nice skins.
Yeah. Look at Jean skin.
Look at Jean's skin, yeah. But what do? You don't so much as release a skin during your anniversary. Sure, it's gonna be paid. Sure, you
I
might
still
not
hate
have a
that.
free one.
I still hate that.
But you don't even release a skin during your anniversary. They don't even have a celebratory skin. You don't even have a double EXP enhancement. Like, come on. How many games have like, oh, you get double EXP during the anniversary. Yay. You can level up your characters faster now. You have a higher chance to get double success. No, Genshin's like,
Here.
that's it. That's all. Just a casual event. The anniversary means nothing. Why do we mean nothing to you, Mihoyo? Are we just like a big sandwich that you're stepping on with your foot and eating? Like I don't know what's wrong with you. How can you say that this is your big first anniversary and you're barely giving anything to us?
I think
The only way you can make this up to us is that you actually have something later on in the thing in the anniversary
the actual legitimate.
that you don't tell us. That okay, you didn't tell us in the preview update, but oh surprise, we have more stuff for you. We have more free stuff.
When is the actual
The
anniversary?
28th of September is the anniversary of Genshin.
That was the day Genshin.
The day
Impact came
Genshin
out.
was released is the
Worldwide?
28th. Yes.
All right.
That was the day my iPad
September.
crashed because I tried to play it on my iPad and I had to use my phone.
Genshin Impact. September 20. So we have.
But then, what do we have? Nothing.
All right.
Nothing. We have
Alright.
nothing.
All right.
Primo gems. Nothing. Rewards.
Nothing.
Nothing. Intertwined fates.
10.
10. What is your big celebration? Crystal up, top up. You can buy and get double value again.
Oh yeah, they're resetting that. Oh, I don't care about that. I don't pay.
Does it matter? People are gonna buy anyway, but does it really matter?
Yeah,
It doesn't matter. And I'm speaking for a person who've already spent money on this game.
and I haven't.
He hasn't, but I have. And seriously, sure you want people to spend money to get your characters, but you can't just do that. It's your anniversary. It's your big day. It's like happy birthday, Genshin, and you didn't even bring out the cake.
Yeah.
You only gave the candle. You didn't even light it. You just gave people a candle. It wasn't fine shaped like, first, it wasn't shaped like the number 1. It wasn't, colored differently. It's literally a white candle in the most generic thing that you can get from the supermarket, and like half of it's been chewed out by a dog. Like, can it get any shittier? Forgive my language. But like, it's so bad. Like, you have nothing.
Like,
You're no appreciation for all the fans who've been funding your adventure through the world. Adventure your rise to fame. MiHoYo is now a company that people recognize around the world because of Genshin.
Yeah.
But what do you do now? Nothing.
I think you said it best a while ago. Like, yes, making a video game is very hard.
Yes.
Making a video game with these graphics, these music,
Yes.
this level of
Yeah.
this level of manufacturing.
Yes, sure.
It's crazy because like the games we play, they're 2Ds.
2D.
Genshin is an MMO,
occasional
so you've
3D.
got 3D stuff. It's a straight up.
No, but
You're
not using
there-
sprites.
Exactly.
You're
Like,
actually using
you're
3D
putting
models.
Breath of the Wild in every
Game
and
console.
every device that could possibly play a video game. You're putting it all there.
You're putting it all there. But
And that must be very difficult. So I understand you want to make money. But there's got to be dividends. It's like an investment, There's got to be
You can't
it's
just-
got to pay dividends.
you can't just give people things. You can't just say,
So I
all
could
of our
go-
money is
yeah.
going here and we need more money to keep going. Can you at least show appreciation?
Yeah.
Like,
Let's
yes, we appreciate all the rewards, like from what you've given us, all the updates, all the bug fixes, all the new characters, yes. But
yeah.
this is your big day.
Yeah.
This is the day that your income shot up tenfold because of one game that you released, and you can show no appreciation for your fans, for your 10 million fans around the world.
This got me curious now. What does Honkai do for their anniversary?
I don't even know.
Because I have friends who play Honkai. I
I
want to
don't
know
know.
what they do. Because
I
if
don't
they do something more generous, there's no excuse.
Like,
But if they're not as generous, if they do the same thing, it's a pattern. If they don't, something's wrong.
seriously, Genshin's about to be around for an entire year. We've played in Tevat for an entire year.
Yeah.
And you can't so much as give somebody one 4-star character which they don't have yet. You can't give
I think-
somebody that one
Okay,
constellation
I think the excuse
they want.
for that is that they already did that.
The-
That's the only excuse I think
So?
I can think of. They already did that.
Just because you did it one time doesn't mean you can't do
No,
it again.
you know what would have been perfect? The last 4-star selector was a Leah one, right?
Yeah, what? Give Mondstadt?
Give the Mustard one, yeah.
That would have been fine too.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't
that-
do Inazuma
that
because
would
there's
have been
only
One 4-star. There's
two
only-
if you count Gore. 3. There's only been
yeah, but they're not
3.
even out yet.
And they're not even out yet. Yes, exactly.
But the main thing is like, you can't even so much as give a selector to people. Are you kidding me?
yeah,
like-
it's not.
It's not even that big of an issue to give people. You gave us free characters before, and they weren't even 5-star. Sure, 5-star selector. That was
That's
a bit
much.
ambitious.
Yeah, it's a bit ambitious.
Sure, it's ambitious to give that. I mean, that is if you give people a
That's
5-star
generous.
selector. That's what you call a true show of appreciation. That's
Yeah.
what FGO did. FGO shows that they actually appreciate
but
the fans going through
5-star
hell.
selector of FGO took years.
Still, but for people to stay with the game for 5 years, that's the least you can do for them, right?
Well, yeah, that's true.
And now every person that starts the game will
Gets a
now
5-star
start
for
with a
free.
5-star.
Yes.
Because FGO, people have gone through the hell, and people have continued to go through the hell. That's a way of showing appreciation. You need to tell the fans that you still care about them.
Yeah.
But what do you do? Nothing. Like, I cannot express it enough that this is definitely the worst anniversary I've experienced. Sure, it hasn't come around yet. Sure, 2.1 isn't here yet. But until I see something
Improvement.
worth... Like, MiHoYo doesn't seem to appreciate anything the fans do for them. Like, their YouTube
Ironic,
account...
given that the stream had the
Yeah,
video. With
you had the
fans.
video stuff and the fans were there, but like your YouTube account got a gold play button.
Very fast, I imagine.
recently they just received a gold play button, which is 5 million subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't even give us Mora for that. They didn't even send us anything. Not even so much as a freaking piece of chicken.
Really?
Like, you would think like, sure, MiHoYo's bad at giving rewards. Like, oh, have some mystic enhancement or... But this time they didn't. They actually just didn't send anything. They said, oh, thanks for watching. Thanks for keeping an eye on our YouTube. Thanks for keep supporting us. Keep supporting us. Yeah. Not so much as a whistle about a gift.
There's gotta be... You have to understand that, yes, fans can also be greedy. It's true. There are fans, and you can't please everyone with what you have. Like, there are fans that you might like to see have things done. Like, fans might prefer doing this, fans might prefer doing that. It's hard to balance. I should know. I watch professional wrestling. You can't please everybody, but
somebody's gonna
get pissed off. But this is a video game of gacha, of the gacha format, and I think it's only fitting that if you can't give a free character, okay, 10 pulls, you can get 10 pulls by yourself.
Yeah.
Maybe 20, that would have been a little beyond.
20 would have been, if you ask me, that would have been acceptable. You're saying 20 pulls for the anniversary because we're happy.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. I would have been totally fine with that. That's a lot. That's a good bit for both pay-to-win players and F2P players. That's a good bit. Yeah. That's a reasonable amount.
Yeah. Honestly, one thing I thought of having them do to stay in the sort of generous but not pulling out too much for Genshin. Not a 5-star character selector, a 5-star weapon selector.
That would have also been fine.
That would be
That's
perfect.
that's like saying, oh, we give you a choice of materials.
Because the thing with this,
that's even another thing. Materials. They could have given us a material selector. Like, here, yeah. They could have given here's the select. You get to select 4 boxes. This box has this amount of these types of materials, like from the domains. You get this much, or this box has books. You can claim that one instead. You pick one and you can get materials.
Alright.
We didn't get a scratch of materials. Sure, there are other rewards in that 7-day login thing, but
that's it.
Isn't it something we've gotten before? Isn't it something that we've gone through before? Does it really mean nothing to you that this is your big day, your anniversary? It means nothing.
Yeah. So, I guess miraculously, somehow, Ryan, we reached an hour again.
Yeah, because like I can't...
To be fair, the rant took up most of it.
I can't speak enough about gacha games, like
this shows the passion we have for this sort of thing. This is why we do this.
Yeah, these games are very close to my heart. They've carried me through like my entirety of high school.
Yes.
It's these games that are really
both he and I have friends because of these games. We have a lot of our friends have been made because we play these games as well as they do. Like me, I haven't touched our PS4 since I finished Death Stranding.
And that's been
a couple of weeks ago, if not months ago, a month ago.
I've touched my Switch occasionally.
But that's because of Smash and all that.
Yeah, but still, the point is that
this is what we love, video games among other things, and for many years we've been playing these games. This one, I think it's safe to say, probably is one of the biggest ones we've ever played.
Yes, and it's gonna be around for a while.
For a very long time, yeah. They have a plan.
You have a plan, and you're gonna be here for a while. Like, the saddest part about this, like, I'm not even angry anymore. Like, the saddest part about this is that you're not new to this industry
anymore.
You're not new to gacha. Because Honkai is technically a gacha.
It's a long-running one. It's been around for a very long time, too.
Yes, it's sad. It's very sad that you can't even show a shred of appreciation for all the fans that have come to help, come to, give you this push forward, and nothing.
All right.
Really?
Well, with that, I think we can get to our closing thoughts on this here episode of ours. So, one quick sound effect later, and we'll be back. Alright, so with that, let's try and end this on a positive note, I mean
yeah.
Besides the whole rant thing.
I'm happy that Genshin is at its first anniversary. Happy to be with you, all of you guys.
I'm excited for the content. Certainly for a lot of the things to come. The fish, the story especially, the new characters. What else they could give? I don't know. It's only 2.1. There's only so much until we get to 3.0. Whatever that is. Even then, overall this stream, I think it's best it's best as we've put it in the beginning. If you and I didn't follow leaks at all, we would have been more hyped about this than we actually are.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, the characters are a big thing. It's nice to have Kokomi. It's nice to have Bal. It's nice to have Sarah. Yeah, but then this is your anniversary. It's not about the characters sometimes. It's about you as the developers and us as the fans. You can't just say, okay, yeah.
Yeah, right. So...
But to end on a positive note, happy to be with all of you guys listening right now.
We certainly did enjoy the stream. And we did enjoy the discussions. The ideas were thrown. Miko might be the first original
Electro Archon, yeah.
Electro Archon. Ningguang might know Zhongli is Morax. Other things like what's Bal gonna do? What did she lose? Who did she lose? This is why we love this game.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's so much lore. There's so much depth.
Yeah.
There's so much work put into it that we can really appreciate as fans.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, as adventurers are, sometimes it's not about the destination; it's about the journey. And we're on the journey.
Isn't that what all the Archons have told us?
Yes.
To always remember the journey that we've gone through.
Yep.
Right?
So with that, you know what? I think we've said enough about this stream without blowing a gasket.
Yeah. I mean, I couldn't... If I went on, we
could have a very long episode.
It could have been very long if I wanted to.
Alright. So with that, we end today's episode. Once again, I do apologize that the beginning of our other audio doesn't sound as hyped up as we normally are. That's because I screwed up. Tip to people who want to use Anchor for podcasts. Do not close the app ever.
Yeah. But, at least we managed to reach a good time already.
Always have a backup recording. But yes, we did manage a good time. We managed to fill an hour again. It's amazing. I know you normally don't like repeating the conversation, but look what we did.
I guess it's fine now. Yeah.
But then again, the rant took up most of it. Anyway, with that, we will see you guys very soon. Thank you for listening, as always, to this here podcast of ours. Which reminds me, we gotta do something when we get the 1 year of this podcast.
Yeah, 1 year of this podcast. That would be great.
Yeah. We gotta figure something out because we can't exactly give people anything in other gacha games.
Yeah, we're too poor for that.
Yeah, maybe we'll invite Carlo again, or if we ever meet somebody else as a guest, we'll see. But anyway, thank you guys for listening. We will catch you very soon. Look forward to it, especially because there are a bunch of other stuff that's gonna happen very soon in gacha games, and. Not to give something away, because I know Ryan and I had an agreement, don't tell him what the episode's about. So I'm not going to directly say what it is.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking that a couple of our next episodes won't exactly be about gacha games. They will be, but we'll stretch the definition of gacha game for that. For some of them.
Interesting. We'll see.
And maybe we'll talk about future stuff. We did do a Hololive episode once.
We did. I don't know how well that did.
Well, not as well as we hoped, but hey, maybe when that Hololive gacha game does come out.
Yeah.
So with that, thank you very much for listening, Ryan.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for listening to me rant. That's for sure. I'm very thankful that you guys actually listened.
What's the ending slow? May the wind guide you.
May the wind lead.
May the wind lead. And
if you're from Mondstadt.
And we will see you next time.